Grayson's legal team filing a motion asking to present evidence of Sonya Massey's mental state and likelihood of violence to support their case. News Channel 20 Spencer Davis joins us now with what arguments Grayson's team is making. Spencer?
The defense brings mentally troubled in the hours before she was killed. Regarding Massey's mental health, the motion includes an incident on June 27th when Massey texted a car salesperson and said she is not okay. She was about to die at St. John's. Next, on July 5th, the day before her death, Massey's mother, Donna, took Sonya to the hospital after calling 911, saying Sonya was having a mental breakdown and busted out her car window. As for potential violence, the defense claims earlier, on July 6, 2024, the day Massey was shot and killed, she allegedly battered and assaulted a neighbor with a brick. The defense's motion is asking that these pieces of evidence are allowed to be presented during Grayson's trial in October. His next court date is set for Friday at 10:30 a.m. Reporting
is to accommodate medical procedures and appointments. Grayson will be housed in a secure unit, and Crouch says appropriate safety precautions are in place. Grayson is expected to stay in Sangamon County until his trial in October. It's away, but Grayson's attorneys are pushing for the judge to take action against the Massey Commission ahead of the trial, asking for a cease and desist against the group. Now, this was one of several motions filed this week by the defense. News Channel 20 Spencer Davis joins us now with what they're asking for. Spencer?
Grayson's team claims actions by the Sangamon County Board-funded Massey Commission impacts Grayson's upcoming criminal trial. The motion includes a June 12th event called Peoria for Justice for Sonya Massey Town Hall, which says it was hosted by the Massey Commission. The defense claims this, and quote, a mission to educate the citizens of Peoria on the Massey matter, end quote, is potentially tainting the jury pool. They claim events like this goes against the basis of moving the trial.
Hey, y'all. Y'all come in. Hope everybody doing okay. Y'all know what to do. Y'all know to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. And y'all, this is for educating community purposes. Now, I keep hearing a lot of people saying that girl had, Sonya had water in a pot. Y'all don't understand the protocol. Officers have protocols, okay, that they have to follow. If you know somebody had a pot of water in their hand, why would you tell them to go turn the stove off? Why would you stand there that distant to distant with them where they got a pot of water in their hand? Y'all don't know how much water in that pot. It doesn't matter. But Sonya Grayson defense is filing a motion to omit evidence on Sonya Massey's mental state. Now, what it sounds like to me that I'm alleged that he didn't know that she had a mental breakdown. He didn't know about her mental status, but the training that he had to promote this, to provoke this situation. So we ain't looking at, when I look at this case, I'm not looking at it as no racism or nothing like that. I'm looking at it as educating, being an officer myself. I wouldn't have asked her. She wouldn't have even left my space burnt, worrying about a pot. I turned the stove off. Even if he couldn't turn the stove off, he have a partner, okay? Now, y'all can look at this and say what you want to say, but let's finish with this now. And by the way, where is his family? Where is Grayson's family? I don't heard nobody talk for him. I heard no wife, no girlfriend, no nothing. Nobody taking up for him.
And if nothing is done, the defense, quote, will have no recourse but to move for a second change of place of trial, end quote. Now, we reached out to the Massey Commission for comment, who said, quote, neither the Massey Commission nor any commissioner has acted in an official capacity in Peoria County, end quote. Reporting for News Channel 20, I'm Spencer Davis.
When you speak of self-defense, I don't see self-defense. I don't even see no self-defense, period. I don't see no defense in nothing. No way. I don't see it. I'm trying to see it, but I don't see it. Now, this is when the time that we're going to look back. The reason why I'm going to look back in situation with this case is because Sean Grayson has his part to tell, and Sonya Massey had her part to tell. Now, he was booked in jail, and this is a raw video of when he was booked in jail. Now, y'all, what the chief said, if we're going to go by what the chief said, that's their problem or what's going on in their police system. That's their problem. But you got to protect the citizen regardless of what's going on the job. I still have to be who I am on my job to protect the kids. So, I don't know how y'all take. It's not a blame or nothing like that. It's the truth. And people are not telling the truth about what happened in this situation. Now, I can see that mental illnesses play against mental health. We don't know what Sean Grayson was going through at this time. You got to remember, he's a young cop. And we don't know what was the protocol behind what he don't it just seemed like to me if there was no protocol. And then he had a partner there with him. So this is him, y'all. They trying to hide the camera. That's why you supposed to have a mixed judicial system, so you won't have to. It should be a color cop in with them. What are they talking about around him? And he's sitting there with his leg crossed. What are they talking about? What are they talking about? Oh, they turned the speaker off on that part. I wonder why they turned the speaker off, y'all. Wow, this is crazy. I mean, they turned the speaker off. Yeah, this is the time when they book Sean. I'm gonna skip it. I want to get to the part, his part. I wonder why they keep closing that door on that camera. And he don't went in there and laid down.
It's still, you have prioritize, it's somewhat of a new system, so sometimes it doesn't cooperate as well as we'd like on that.
Sean in that about to take a nap. This boy don't lay down his back and said, shit, let me take a nap. I don't care what y'all do to me. Wow. For those who just joining, this is Sean Grayson, the sheriff, deputy sheriff that shot and unalive Sonya Massey. Okay? A little thin gal with water in her hand in a pot that was told to go turn that pot out on the stove. That's where we are now. So I created a video on Sonya Massey. So I thought that maybe I created a video for Sean Grayson. Okay. Y'all please get the like, share, and subscribe to the channel. I appreciate you. I'm going to skip it a little bit. Excuse me, y'all. I think that Sean was a young officer, did something crucial at the time. I think it was like a misunderstanding in this situation. You got to realize when you're dealing, this is a battle between mental health and mental illness. Sean Grayson, mental health. Sonya, mental illness. You're dealing with both of them. Both of them don't understand one another, okay? That's what happened in this situation. Is he sleep or he reading? The cot right there. He look like he woke up. I think that Sean thinking about his decisions that he made when he did what he did in the fatal shooting. I think he did. I think he really thinking about Man, God. Why do it this way? Why didn't do it that way? He thinking about that. Like, damn, what I got in myself into? I don't think y'all should have been in her house. We don't know at the time what Sean was on, what was on his mind mentally. Like I said, I can see in this situation we're battling against mental health and mental illness. He is young and made a mistake
That's all medical stuff.
that he
That's all medical in that bag, right? Yeah, just numbers.
that involved consequences. I wonder why they turn out the I think that sheriff like that sheriff right there kind of like looking out for him.
Who's now charged with her murder, had a troubled career that began with a stint in the Army, a discharge for misconduct, then followed by more accusations of misconduct. Check your front yard. During his time in law enforcement, described as having trouble obeying orders. We're at the end of 2nd Street. She's taking out right.
Hold on, y'all. Let's go back. Y'all send a young man over here with a troubling record. Who disobeyed a high-speed chase, who disobeyed the law himself. Now, I'm looking what he disobeyed, y'all, doing what he want to do in the Army and in the system. But it's really not his fault, it's their fault because they left him in the system. But it is what it is.
A woman home alone who called police for help over a possible intruder, but instead ended up with Deputy Sean Grayson. What? Grayson, who's now charged with her murder, had a troubled career that began with a stint in the Army, a discharge for misconduct, then followed by more accusations of misconduct. Check your front yard. During his time in law enforcement, described as having trouble obeying orders. We're at the end of 2nd Street. She's taking out right. Like with what happened here at his 5th police job when he refused an order by a superior at the Logan County Sheriff's Department to terminate a high-speed chase over a traffic infraction. His speed at times reaching 110 miles per hour.
Y'all don't see what this young man doing? He making his own decisions. He's doing what he's not supposed to do. He has disobeyed the law himself. Okay? So let's just put past. It's the law, y'all. Y'all not understanding. It's not just Sonya, Massey, and Sean Grayson. It's the law. And that is something that he disobeyed. should have been punished, but he should have been punished a long time ago. Why wasn't he punished? Because the chief in my other video told y'all how disrupted their system it was.
Are you pursuing? I'm about to terminate. She's flying up 121 right now. But Grayson didn't stop. He did, however, turn off his lights and siren, but kept going anyways until he hit a deer.
Whew.
Well, I'll definitely be terminated because a buck just smacked the side of my driver's side door. Did you violate a direct order from the supervisor about termination? Yes, I did. Grayson was questioned by a deputy chief and other top staff after that crash in Logan County. Do you agree, before we conclude this, that there's a mountain of policy violations that you committed?
See, he got in trouble right there, and he said, yes, he know he did wrong. Y'all keep letting him do what he want to do, and that's what happened to Sonya with him. So y'all not I can't explain it to y'all. When I look at cases, I don't look at I look at the circumstances. What happened? Okay. So I'm a good lawmaker. I'm good with what's going on, but it wasn't Sonya in the fault in this situation. It was the system and Sean Grayson, and he got to deal with the consequences.
7 months on. How are you still employed by us?
See,
I don't know.
he said 7 months on. Listen, he keep on obeying the sheriff laws, and he said 7 months on. How are you still employed by us? And you know what Sean said? Look, I don't know. For those people who think that he was right, he was wrong. He was wrong, and he was wrong for letting her go in there and turn that stove off. Because he's not happy. It's something going on. And it's this system fault.
But he continued to get a pass over and over again.
See?
Even during the Logan County hiring process of Grayson, there were warning signs from another past employer, the Auburn, Illinois Police Department, where he worked in 2022. CBS News obtained these notes from a discussion between the Auburn chief and a representative from Logan County, where Grayson had applied for a new job. It states the Auburn chief said Grayson struggles with report writing, that he was very aggressive with getting drugged. The chief expressed concern that Grayson was too aggressive and that Grayson posted his drug arrests on Facebook. And the chief called him a bragger and was not great with evidence, left items laying around office.
The entire thing makes me sick.
Sangamon County Board member Mark Ayers is on the jail committee that authorizes the hiring of new sheriff deputies. He says he was never informed of any negative notes about Grayson prior to hire, and his background was not shared with the committee.
I would never bring on someone that had that troubled past without.
Right.
As we have been reporting, Grayson worked for 6 police agencies since 2020, ending with Sangamon County, where he was entrusted to help residents in need like SONYA'S.
Started. Thank you all so much for coming out on this very cold afternoon. My name is Teresa Haley. I am the 1908. We are here today because of Sonya Massey. A young black woman was murdered, assassinated in her home by a deputy sheriff.
The body camera video reveals the events leading up to the horrific scene.
What took you so long to answer the door?
Oh, I was trying to put on my phone, sir. I'm sorry.
Doing all right mentally?
Yes.
Sure.
My medicine and stuff.
All right.
See, he said, are you doing all right mentally? So he took the protocol, he took the procedure, he did what he's supposed to do. Now, I would have never went in her house. I can listen to the way she talked. that something ain't right with her. I can see the way her actions, how she moved. I would have never went in her house. But he did ask her, was she mentally all right? And she said yes.
Inside the home, Sangamon County Sheriff's Deputy Sean Grayson can be heard asking Sonya Massey to check on the stove.
He told his mistake when he asked Sonya to go check on her stove so they won't get her fired. So he got mentally, he's going through something. Because ain't no way in the world I would have told her to turn out no stove with no pot of water. No, I wouldn't have told her that. Why did he say that? What is he going through? Now, pot of water, let me tell you about something about boiling a pot of water. All depends on how long she had that water boiling on that stove. She didn't boil the water for him. She boiled the water because she probably didn't have no heat in her house. See, I don't know what was going on with him that day.
How are you still employed by us? I don't know. Sean, do you understand what I am saying? Yes, I do, sir. And I've had this conversation with you before. If we can't trust what you say and what you see, we can't have you in our uniform. I'm calling you on your integrity. How does that make you feel? Learning from that. Are you angry with me for it? Do you understand it? Yes. I don't get angry with this because, one, I have no experience. Before I came here, I had no experience. Two, I wasn't allowed to do this right here. I was not allowed to review my own videos. This is termination.
You heard that? Sean Grayson reprimanded for making a false police report at a previous job. First observation, I don't know who was doing the questioning there, but I kind of like this guy. If only this kind of, it sounds like a criminal profiler. If only someone like this were doing the questioning on the way in, he might not have gotten through the front door. Okay? Integrity, trust, and this guy's still lying. That's my assessment. He's lying. Did you do it on purpose? Oh, no. Lots of excuses.